everybody to the Core Next Gen Cup League here at Watkins Glen. Qualifying just started as we look on board with the number 17. Get ready to do his 2 laps qualifying in the booth. With me, I have Wesley Fuller, the driver of the number 35 in the other series. But, Wes, why don't you give me a little rundown on how this track's going to perform tonight for these guys in the next gens?
To be honest, there's a lot of grip in these next gen cars here. I've been practicing all week, and I actually thought about racing tonight, but thought it'd be a little bit more fun being in boots with you. Yeah, um, turn one, you can really put the power down, especially in through the S's too. There's just gonna be a lot of grip. I'm not for sure how much the tire fall off is gonna be, but these guys are going to be turning some pretty darn fast laps here.
Yeah, as we look at the track length here, 2.42-mile track, a little bit of a bus stop up there just before the little carousel. Now, mention there are a little bit of runoffs, but after the carousel, pretty much the only place that you can use a runoff is right after it, as going into turn one, as Dave Lord takes a little bit off the track there. As you've seen, that would be a off-track penalty, but 70 degrees outside, clear weather, 77% humidity with 7-mile-an-hour winds. So we're going to see a little bit of a tailwind, maybe even get a little bit faster on track as well. Maybe the track temp will cool down. Maybe it'll keep rising. But I'm pretty sure tonight these guys are going to give them hell and have a good night of racing.
Yeah, with that smaller temp or that lower temp, that's grip right there too. These guys aren't going to be slipping and sliding as much as they would on say like 100 or even a 90-degree track.
Yeah, that's going to be another thing here. I'll go ahead and bring up the track map for you so you can see exactly how Aaron Smith is running this track here. Going to change the camera so that way you guys can get a full view of the bright yellow banana. And there's that exit runoff that I was talking about coming out of the carousel. Aaron Smith, not sure exactly what happened there, but that's going to be a tow. And as you see, the both left sides of those tires were completely shredded as he got into the wall there.
He has a really fast lap about 111.41. I think he was. I think that was kind of premeditated. He saw his time and didn't think anybody could beat it, so he just wrecked it.
Well, as we take a look over here at Brian McCann, he's going out to do his second lap here. Going to see if the second lap's a little bit faster than the first lap. And as he crosses
It
the
will be too.
line, he actually takes the
He
pull
takes it.
uh,
Wow, a
from
ten
Aaron
six.
Smith, and that's going to be good enough to put him on pole. Going to see if Blake Howell is out there going to make a lap yet.
That's
The next guy we have out there taking a lap is the number 25 of Bryce Kobler, going to take his first lap here. He's about 4 seconds off pace, and see if his second lap can provide any better areas here.
Brian McCann laid down a super fast time. That's I don't think anybody's going to be able to beat that one. That one's pretty quick.
Yeah, not to mention here, Wes, we do have some other core team members, as in Carl and Jimmy. They're actually doing the 6 hours of Watkins Glen and the LMP2s. You can catch that over on Facebook if you guys would like to kind of switch back and forth from the broadcast that me and Wes are doing to see how well the other two broadcasters of Carl Handwork and Jimmy are doing. I wish them the best of luck going into that 6 hours. I'll be doing it as well tomorrow morning. So you'll catch maybe if talk to Carl and see if I can stream it on the CRN broadcast and CRN network and see if I can broadcast it on there and get some more TV time for everybody running the 6 hours. But looks like Bryce Kobler made his way up to fifth place, dropped that time down a little bit more as Kevin McCann actually joined here. He's going out to take his first lap as a little late entry for the two-time race winner, trying to make it three here tonight.
Let's say if he can match what his brother did and lay a quick time down.
Well, he did
Let's
say
kind of
last
talk
week.
about those.
He did
Let's
say.
kind of talk.
Oh, go
Let's
ahead.
kind
Sorry.
of talk about those runoff areas. There's literally only one runoff area in the entire track that you can take without getting a penalty point, and that is coming off of the oh crap, what's that called? The
Carousel.
carousel.
Oh, okay.
Um, so a lot of guys, I'm not for sure how many actual penalty points they can have before they get. It's okay, 30x. That's quite a bit, but you still don't want to get anywhere near that, and especially trying to come up off the corner and get that good run.
As it looks like
You
Kevin
will
McCann
to
just
get
jumped
penalty
his car
points.
there going into the bus stop. It looks like he's got a broken left front, but maybe that might just be my side. No, it's not broken. Okay, carry
Nope,
on.
it's fine.
Sorry.
Saying things. It's that whole dark color. That's what those cup guys are going after, is the dark colors to confuse us.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good race here. As Kevin McCann's going to come around and take his first lap. But while we are waiting, Blake Howell will be our in-race reporter tonight. So we're going to go ahead and move him up here with us. Blake Howell, this is Dylan and Wes Fuller in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, kind of walk us through how your practice went so far and even your qualifying. Right now, you're sitting P3 on the board. Got Kevin McCann right behind you. Do you think maybe what's your strategy going into tonight's race?
Um, don't make mistakes. It's a road race. It's gonna take a long time. Um, this track, it's not incredibly difficult, but it'll still bite you for sure. Um, I'm just gonna focus on not making mistakes tonight, and if that if that can net me a win, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, you do have some strong competition in here as Brian McCann laid down a pretty quick lap with a 1:10.65. So going back to your strategy, do you think maybe he's just going to pull away and run away with it, or do you think he's going to be taking his time and not make as many mistakes?
I don't think he's gonna be able to run away. I think he's gonna have to fight Aaron, and it's gonna keep us all together with him. It's not gonna let him gap the field unless Aaron wants to work with him and they can try to gap together. But I'm gonna try my best not to let it happen.
Yeah. Well, I know here over in core, with the road courses, we only do two toes equals two cautions. So I mean, you do got to play your strategy a little bit right. And with this new damage model on the next gen, if you get in the wall a little bit, it could break a tire, or you could lose your front end. But with us running this road course and you being in core and running the 87s at the road course, do you hope that your race goes similar or even better than what it did in the vintage cars?
I hope it goes better. Hope I can do better than seventh. Um, these things drive so much more. They're not as on edge as the 87 cars, where you're having to drive it carefully the whole time. You can really push with these cars. Um, so yeah, the damage model does add a little concern, but I'm not too worried about it.
All right, well, while we get you, I'm going to go ahead and send you back in. Sorry, Wes, you didn't get to ask him any questions, but
All right.
before we send you away and get ready to grid up, just in case if we don't talk to you at the end of this race, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to and uh, give thanks?
Yeah, I want to thank 1-3 Speed and First Page Media, um, Rogue Energy, and Red Dot Comics for being on the car today. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, buddy. Well, hopefully we'll be talking to you at the end of the race.
Yes, sir. Hope so.
Good luck, bud.
All right, that was our P number 3 qualifier here. As Kevin McCann could not out qualify uh, Bryce, or not Bryce. what's his name? Blake Howell. Sorry about that. Could not. But as we run down here, Brian McCann is gonna be your pole sitter here in the number 42 Fire Chicken. I think it's a Chevy Camaro, and it is. Let me get over here.
Smoky
Change
and Bandit car.
the
That's what it is,
camera.
Dylan.
Far chase. There we go. Get a good look at that Fire Chicken car. And P number 2 will be the number 70, the bright yellow banana of Aaron Smith. And P number 3 will be Blake Howell. Actually, here, let me go ahead and take those standings away. So way you guys can see the cars. The 99 of our third place qualifier, Blake Howell. Gonna scroll this over real quick. Up. Kevin McCann, our two-time winner here in the number 033 Bud Light machine. Bryce Kobler in the number 25 Wasps machine. The number 01 of Brendan Polt. Going to try to see if he can get a better race this week and see if he can possibly get a top 3. The number 17 of Dave Lohr. The number 19 of Jonathan Cogswell running that combos machine. The number 72 of Caleb Collins here. Going to see what he can do from the back.
I love that car. Everybody's got to love Chick-fil-A.
And rounding out your field is the number 53 of Keith Piest in that Napa Auto Parts number 53. But as we get ready to go up here to the front, you know, you got Brian McCann starting on pole, showed his dominance and quickness right off the rip. And
It was fast in practice, too.
he was pretty quick in practice. Wonder if he can keep that up, get ready to go into the race here as we get ready. The Porsche pace car's gonna dive off here, and Barney's got that flag waved high. Can't go until they get the green flag, and there it is as they go down into turn number 1. Gonna get a little gopher cam, I should say, going into turn 1 here, and it looks like the number 70 and 42 are neck and neck going through turn 1. The 42 actually came out on top, get ready to go up through the S's here. And Blake
It's really
Howell,
hard to run. It's really hard to run too wide through turn 1. 42, he had that preferred line, and he really shot out of a cannon out of that corner.
yeah, he did. And now everybody just single file gonna hold their line, not gonna give in. They're gonna do a lot more give and take here as we got 50 laps on tonight's race. Gonna see if they can tame the beast they call the next gen with this. Oh, the 42 got a little bit loose. That's going to open up the door for the 99 and the number 70 coming out of the carousel. Oh, the 70 is a little bit loose.
The 70 got it
Oh!
loose on braking. Wow, he saved it.
Wow.
What a save by Aaron.
That was really close for the front 3. I think maybe Aaron got in the grass and got on the brakes there, and that kind of caused him to tail whip a little bit. Now he drops back to P number 4, and now, he gets a little shot from
He
the
gets one
01, but not a lot going on here as he still got a clean car, and the 033 just crashed. Not sure exactly what happened. They're going to go back to a... Oh, he just got a little bit loose. And he kind of almost flips it. That's going to be a tow and possibly a caution here. Yep, that will be a caution as we take lap number 2 here. And there's no caution. Not sure exactly what's happening, but I know if you tow, it does... You are supposed to throw out a caution.
And he disconnects.
Oh.
He quits out of the race.
That is right. The I forgot. The Cup Series doesn't get a fast repair.
No, they do not. You wreck, you're done.
Oh, that's going to be huge for our points leader coming in tonight as Blake Howell got around the number 42 of Brian McCann. Brian going to try to get up into P number 1 again, or maybe he's just going to be relaxed and just take his time. But another guy, if you look here, looks like Dave Lohr's holding his own here, going to try to get up to Bryce Kobler, going to try to make the move, not going to take it through the bus stop, going to wait till he messes up into a corner and going to take it there. Next.
Yeah, the bus stop is not a very good and reliable place to pass. You can really get yourself in a world of hurt if you mess up and possibly tick your fellow competitor off by passing through there. And it's just not a good passing point on this track.
Yeah, and if you notice, there's not a lot of people taking the access road that you can take there coming out of the carousel. They're actually keeping it in there on the track, not worrying about it, as it looks like Caleb Collins, the number 72, going to take it on the outside of the 19, going to be there. 19's going to give him the room. Caleb Collins taking the way outside, gets up on the berms, and keeps it straight, and they're going to go side by side into the S's here. Biggest battle on track right now is this. Caleb Collins gets around him as we looks like there's another battle for the lead. As nope, the top three are still single file. Aaron Smith hanging right there with him, just waiting to pounce. So keep an eye on that number 70, but also keep an eye on that 42 as he looks to do what his brother can do and win a race for the first night, or for the first time in 3 weeks.
Yeah, the top three is really pulled away from the rest of the pack. I still think these three are going to be the ones to watch all night and probably battle it out to the end.
Does it
Looks
look
like we already have a battle right now.
Yeah, look like,
the
oh,
42
Brian
taking
got
the
in the grass just a little bit.
Wow.
Blake kind of pinching him up towards the top. He got a great run as Brian got a great run coming out of turn number 6. And it looks like there's another Brendan Polt. Brendan Polt gets a little bit loose and crashes here. Going to go back and see what exactly happened. Gets into the braking zone here a little bit too much and goes right off track. Pulled a Jimmy Johnson right into the outside wall. Wonder if he gets out of the car and throws his hands up like Jimmy Johnson did back in 2006. Or 2000.
He didn't hit it quite as hard, but he
wasn't
sure messed that car up.
Wasn't 2006. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was 2000. It was his rookie year. That's all I know. I can't remember what year. So sorry. If anybody does know, you can put it in chat, and I will go from there. But looks like
I think it's 2000 or 99, maybe 2001, somewhere around there.
I know it's the Alto car. That's all I know. I couldn't tell you what number though. Maybe 99?
92.
92.
92.
92. Well, there we go, Wes. Thank you for giving me a little history lesson there.
That car that he was driving, the owner lives right just down the road, about 45 minutes away from me. So, or he used to until he passed away. So I know quite a bit about the old Excedrin and Altel car.
Well, there you are. There's another little fun fact.
St. Joseph, Missouri. Bill Herzog.
Looks like Brendan Polt made it back to the pit lane. Sorry. Big damage on that number 01 as he nosed it in the wall. Looked like that left front was a little bit broken, so we're going to see how long the repairs are on that car and see if he can get back out there and complete some more laps. But so far, the top three have broken away, and it's just a 3-car battle up here, as the next car in line would be Bryce Kobler in the number 25. Going to lead the 17, 72, 19, and the 53 back to turn number 6. Gets a good entry there, a little bit wide, keeps it on track, and goes into turn number 7 to set up the last corner, as Dave Lohr's not going down without a fight. Dave Lohr gets a little bit loose coming out of turn number 6, but is still closing that gap on the number 25.
That was really easy to do, get loose through there, or especially coming out of that corner. And they can get away from you if you aren't careful. But yeah, I am really impressed with Dave Lowe right now. He's really holding his own in that fifth position, and Bryce isn't getting away from him.
Yeah, that's another thing to note. Dave Lure, actually, another longtime fellow core racing personnel, and he's just in here for some fun. He wants the competitiveness. He just wants to have fun. He's not wanting to. He's not looking to win races, even though we'd love to see Dave Lure win a race here in core. But right now,
That'd be
running,
one hell of a party.
yeah, it really would be. Right now, running P number 5. So we're gonna see what Dave Lure can do. You may never know. The trucks did not have a caution. Actually, yes, they did. The trucks had one or two cautions, and the Xfinity went, I believe, green to end. I actually lost power, so I was not able to broadcast our races. Carl was on track when and Jimmy was in the booth covering for me, so we got the power
I
back on.
believe
And
we had one caution for the truck race, and the Xfinity race
as it
went.
looks like we got a
Oh,
pass
he's going
now,
to.
Dave Lore to the inside going into turn 1. Bryce Colbert locked him up, and they get together.
Oh, and they
Bryce
bump.
Bryce showing Dave like, yeah, you can pass me, but you're going to have to work for it as Dave gets around him. And now Dave is pulling away. That's going to be another spot gained for Dave Lauren. Now we're going to see if he can catch up to the top 3.
That was a really good pass by Dave. He got a really good run. Took that mistake and ran with it, and he's looks like he's pulling away from Bryce right now. So I wonder if he's just kind of riding and pounced when the opportunity presented itself.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty smart move by Dave Lore, waiting for him to make a mistake and capitalizing when he did. Got a little bit loose coming out of the turn number 5 there, but quickly able to rebound or bounce back and still kind of pulling away from the number 25 as it looks like the 53's just riding and just taking his time through here as Keith Pius is the last car on the lead lap as our last week's and first week's winner Kevin McCann had some technical difficulties on lap number 2 and wrecked the car super early.
Yeah, coming out of turn one's kind of a slick spot in the track, and whenever I was practicing the other day, looked like we had a change for the lead right there.
Yeah, Brian McCann actually got back around Bryce Colbert. Not exactly what happened as we were watching the battle with the 17 and the 25, but now it looks like the 42's opening a gap on our race reporter number 99 of Blake Howell. But don't
I'm
look
starting to
now.
pull away a little bit.
Yeah, Blake Howell's under fire from the bright yellow banana of Aaron Smith as he backs up his corner just a little bit. And they get through turn 1 nice and clean. Going to see if Aaron has a rebuttal for the number 99 as Aaron's got a little bit of network issues. Going to blink out just a little bit, but keeping it still in P number 3 as they get ready to go through the S's. Out of the S's, Aaron's going to have a good run. He's going to look to
Yeah,
the
he does.
inside. Going to think better of it. Gets in the grass a little bit. Doesn't get loose. Going to jump the car going into the bus stop. Get a good launch. Blake gets a little bit loose. Going to drift up. That's going to open up the door for the number 70 as the 70 makes the pass on the number 99. And now he's in P number 2.
Let's see if Aaron can catch Brian right here. They were top dogs in practice, and I my vote for tonight, or my driver to watch tonight, is certainly that 70 of Aaron Smith. He's usually pretty quick, and he sure looks like he's holding his own tonight, and he's pretty laying some pretty fast times down.
Yeah, that time by, it looked like Aaron Smith was a little bit quicker than our leader as Blake Howell gets a little bit loose going through the S's there. Not going to help his cause, but with Aaron Smith having some first couple 2 races having some bad luck, he's looking for that first win Wonder if he can close the gap to the number 42 and see what he can do and get around the number 42 and make this race a not one to forget as the 70 takes over P number 2, goes through the chicane, or not chicane, the carousel back onto the track as he's closed that gap down to 1.1 seconds. Now it comes down to fuel. When are you going to want to pit? When do you want to stay out? As I was not able to see exactly how many laps you could go on a tank of fuel, but we will see exactly what happens with that as these laps start ticking down.
I imagine some of these guys are probably looking at fuel and see what they can do. Usually, typically on a road course, you kind of work the race backwards. You
Aaron
like kind of at
Smith,
the very last thing, last.
sorry, sorry to cut you off there, but Aaron Smith just ran the fastest lap of the race with the 110.75. So
That's the
Aaron's catching him. He's right there. He can smell the victory in his mouth as he closed that gap from 1.1 down to zero point 0.6 of a tenth. I say we're going to have a battle for the lead in the next lap or two as Aaron Smith is slowly but surely reeling in the number 42.
yeah, he is. Kind of going back to what I was saying. You work the race backwards. It's you do the same at Pocono and some of these other tracks, but you start at the end. You just kind of work your way back. You'll see a lot of guys short pitting in this first little stint here. And I wonder if that's kind of what these guys are going for. Or are they just kind of going for maybe working a race kind of like a normal oval race would?
I believe they might just run it as a normal oval race as
It kind of looks that way.
yeah, I mean we did see in the truck race a lot of people did short pit and
I know
sometimes
I
it
did. So, and it worked out to my favor. I kind of did that in the Xfinity race too. Unfortunately, I kind of wrecked a little bit in that one, but um, it really helped me in the truck race to kind of get that little short pit. And Aaron's there. He next lap. We're gonna have a new leader, I'd say.
oh yeah, for sure. And I would change the camera, but this is the closest battle on track right now as the number 70 was back a little bit, but has now caught the race leader of Brian McCann. Going to see what Brian does. Maybe let Aaron Smith go and just run to run as now we're closing in on lap number 14 out of 50.
I wonder if he's just kind of riding right now, or if he's gonna really put him to him here pretty soon.
If I know Aaron, which
He's
I've
not going to wait.
yeah, he does not wait. He knows what he can do. I mean, the dude's just wickedly fast. I've ran with him outside of core, and just once I would like to beat Aaron on a road course, and he he puts in a lot of time and a lot of patience into these road course races. So when you see him out on track at a road course or an oval, you know he means business.
Yeah, he definitely knows what he has to do on these road courses. They're finicky, you know what, sometimes, and he seems like he has these things figured out. I'm really surprised he hadn't made that move yet, though. He's really putting pressure on him to maybe make a mistake or
As it looks like Aaron got a little bit loose going into
he
that corner
did.
there. Good recovery again by the number 70. That's going to open up the gap by still 3/10 of a second back on your race leader, the number 42. But it looks like Bryce Kobler got back around Dave Lohr, and now they're just waiting to go as our in-race reporter there takes it down pit road. So a little bit of a short pit here, only 15 laps in. Going to see if he can stretch this out to a two race or two
Stop
pits.
race.
Yeah, two stop race. Sorry. Couldn't think there for a second. But now we got pressure from the Chick-fil-A car and the number 19 M&M's car of Jonathan Cogswell. Oh, the 72 goes wide, way wide, not going
Way
to hit the
wide.
wall. Oh, excuse me. Gonna give the spot to the number 19, as that was the closest battle on track other than P number 2 here, as he was blinking out there. Sorry, everybody. As now we're back up to the front here, going to see what these leaders do as Aaron Smith goes into pit road. Now it's just Brian McCann out by himself. Now he can just be cautious, just run your race. You have a big enough lead. You have a 34-second lead over second place. Or actually, no. Bryce Kobler is now, not Bryce. Yeah. Bryce
Yep.
Kobler is 35 seconds behind our race leader of Brian McCann.
Blake is a lap down. I wonder what happened there. That's
He actually went into pit road and short pit.
I didn't think you would lose a lap on, especially being that close to the leader, but I guess you do.
Not sure maybe if he wrecked
That
it
was
here.
an extra long stop.
I'm not sure. And the 53 is now in pit road. So Brian McCann putting people laps down. And right now, Aaron Smith is right back with the 25 and the 17. 17 actually dropped back a little bit off the number 25. Going to see what Aaron Smith can do here. Going to try to get around Dave Lure nice and quick and try to catch up to the 42, as the
Looks like
42 is going down pit road right now.
yeah, I'm really curious what happened to Blake right there because typically you don't lose a lap on a road course. That's that was an extra long stop for him for sure.
Wonder maybe if Blake Howell had a little bit of damages. It looks like we have a spin here. Brendan Polt. I'm going to take a look back here at that and see what exactly happened. Turn one again for Brendan Polt. Going to do, oh, got in the curbs just a little bit. Gets a little bit
Oh,
more
he hopped
loose.
that.
Oh,
Oh, that was a
does
hard hit.
that was a very hard hit, as he's right there in front of pit road entrance or exit. My fault there, as he jumps to pit lane as a 25, 17, and looks like the 19 are all down pit road. And look at that. The P number 2 is right back on the leader's back bumper again, as it has been the Brian McCann show, but Aaron Smith showing his dominance on these road courses with his next gen.
Can we see the pit times for each other for everybody?
We sure can here. I'll bring that up really quick. We could do. That's qualifying. Pit stop time. There we go.
Wow, there it is. I'm really curious. I'd like to know what happened to Blake right there. But McCann had a whale of a fast. Well, actually, both of them did. Had a really fast pit times.
Yeah, it looks like if we look here, Blake Howell had a 48-second pit stop. So
Yes, he did.
thinking that might be damaged, issued, possibly. As we get back here, I'm gonna hide
Did
it.
Dave Lord take fuel only? He only had an 8.4-second stop.
That seems like a fuel-only strategy for Dave Lure as he
Yes,
gets
it does.
back up to
He's in fourth right now, so
stint length here. McCann he went 16 laps there. Caleb Collins went 17, the most out of everybody, as it looks like they're still going to battle here. Not a lot to show on stream as of right now, as this has gone all straight green flag laps all the way up until now. Gonna go ahead and take this away here. Get back to the live action, as they would call it, as The 42's pulled away from the number 70. Not sure exactly what happened. Maybe the 70 got a little bit loose as he gets in the grass again. That's that grass has been hurting Aaron Smith here recently. Is that's something that you don't want to do, especially under braking. See if I'm still okay. Looks like Brian McCann actually got a little bit loose coming out of that corner there, Wes. Maybe Aaron did capitalize on that little mistake by the number 42. Going to send it into turn number 1, still come out on top. But now we have the number 70 and 42 going to start battling again as they're starting to catch lap traffic.
Yeah, I wonder how much lap traffic's gonna. Are they gonna pull over and just let them pass, or they gonna try to keep their spot and may? It kind of depends on where they catch them.
Yeah, you don't want to catch them in the wrong place at the wrong time, especially at a road course. You
Yeah,
want to
for
catch them
sure.
on a straight, not into a corner, as that could produce a little bit of controversy. But 20 laps in out of this 50 lap race, got 30 laps to go as they come across the line here. So far, the show has been between the 70 and the 42. Going to see who can get their first win. We'll finally see a different winner as Kevin McCann had troubles on lap number 2. Now his brother trying to do what his brother couldn't do tonight and bring it home for the McCann family.
Blake Howell is back up to third right now. Still 39 seconds, 40 seconds behind. Oh, the 42 got into the corner a little bit hot right there. Really didn't lose much time though.
Sorry, I was blowing my nose there, but I did see the 42 get a little bit loose, but Aaron Smith, he didn't really gain a lot of time. He didn't really lose a lot of time either. So they're still pretty evenly matched as they get ready to go through and out of the carousel. Going to take that extra runoff area. Aaron Smith using that grass to his advantage a little bit as Brian McCann is starting to pull away a little bit more.
I've noticed in the second half of the track, the 42 just a tad bit better than the first part of the track. Uh, Going through the. Sorry, I'm horrible at these road course terminologies. The chicane or whatever you want to call it on the back straightaway, he's a little bit quicker. The bus stop, that's it. Oh my goodness. Although he kind of proved me wrong right there, he really did not have a very good exit coming out of turn 1. That really messed up his S's.
Going through the bus stop here, and now they
They're getting
really,
ready to catch lap traffic here next lap.
as they set their sights on the number 53 of Keith Pye is still following along with this battle for first, as that's the closest battle on track here. I say going into turn. Oh, Aaron Smith
Oh,
around and
Aaron spins
spins.
it.
Not sure exactly what happened, but we're going to jump back on here. Going to see exactly what happened. Maybe he caught the grass a little bit too much. Wasn't able to. Yes, caught the grass.
He did.
Oh, he blinked out just a little bit. Sorry about that, folks. But keeps it off the. Yeah, that's a good save by Aaron Smith. Now he's going to have to try and get back to the leader. But now, as the leader is Brian McCann, he's going to start setting sail and just being patient now as the 70 kind of lost a little bit of ground.
Yeah, you getting that grass. Oh, you about clip the grass right there too. You getting that grass on your braking points right there, and it's almost impossible to save these cars. These things are really hard to save in to begin with. but you clip that grass under braking, and it's just gonna send you.
Oh yeah, for sure. As it looks like the 42 got around the 53, but had a little bit of a scare there as the 53 held his line on the inside, and Brian had to take the outside way around the number 53. But as we look now, it seems like it's still going good for number 42. The number 70 of Aaron Smith is down pit road, so we're going to see exactly what is going to
He
happen
is.
here. He's down pit road, doesn't have any damage, so you don't have to worry about fixing any damage. But Aaron Smith actually, okay,
He is out.
no, he is not out.
Never mind. He blinked.
Yeah,
Sorry, my
he had a
bad.
little. I seen the 70 go away. I was like, oh no, one of
I
the
did too.
top of the field guys, and as he sits in pit road now.
Now he is disconnected.
Oh no, Aaron Smith disconnects. That's not what you want to see. Not exactly sure what happened there, but now we are down to 8 as it looks like, well, 7 actually. 7 people out of this, or 7 people still running as Aaron Smith is now out of the race, out of contention for the race win. 3 weeks in a row where he had bad internet and just got caught into some stuff that just ended up ruining his race. So now Brian McCann can set sail and not hope for a caution, as it looks like the 99 had something for the number 42. So we're going to see if there is a caution. Maybe the 99 can keep the number 42 honest.
Yeah, right now is definitely Brian McCann's race to lose. He just needs to stay focused, his marks, and not make any mistakes. That's basically has to be his mentality for the rest of the race. He's got a huge 42-second lead right now, and he just kind of needs to run his own race and just kind of mind his P's and Q's.
Yeah, that's going to be a big thing here as we jump to different cameras there. That camera going over the rumble strips, like a little gopher cam, that honestly has to be one of my favorite cameras. In this one right here, going past the wall, having everybody just fly by you. As we got another look at Barney the flagman, he's getting a little bit bored, going to fall asleep up there as this race has gone green for the first 26 laps.
They got chairs for him. They can sit down. Maybe even have a little pillow up there for him.
Yeah, Barney, we'll keep you in your thoughts and let you take a little bit of a nap, as Core is no slouch when it comes to not having a lot of cautions. Wes, you can attest to this. We've ran multiple races where it's been from green to checkered with maybe a caution here or there. Is a lot of these series do go caution free as it should. I mean, these guys practice, they put in the time, they help each other out, and they understand how people run with each other. And that's just something that you don't really see a lot in different leagues, as core actually helps you get better as a person and racer. So if you guys
I
are
know I've
looking,
gotten faster in just being in this series, and it is a fun series to be in. We run all sorts of different kind of cars and tracks and races, and it's it's just a lot of fun to be a part of. Oh, he got a little bit loose going in that corner. Um, so yeah, if you guys want a fun series, look none other than Takor to kind of satisfy your need for speed.
that right you are. There we go. Couldn't English today. But yeah, just like Wes said, we're always recruiting, always looking for people to come in and race with us. Uh, great group of guys, always looking for the next biggest thing in competition wise. Again, like I said at the top of the broadcast, got to give a shout out to Carl, Mark Thomas, Derek Sherman, and others that are actually out there running the 6 hour of Watkins Glen in the GT3 cars and the LMP2s. I will be out on track tomorrow morning in the GT3s with a stream, so make sure you look out for that. Not sure exactly if it's going to be on my YouTube or the CRN Racing Net CRN's YouTube channel, but make sure you look out for that as Core has a lot of guys going into team racing here and going to see if we can pick up another win for endurance races. The Core guys actually won Spa last year, and this year the team of Nick Nickerson, Jeff Burton, and myself won the 12 hours of Sebring in the Audi R8. So I'm going to look forward to doing this race. It's only 6 hours, but hey, it's Watkins Glen.
Only.
It's only 6 hours.
Only.
Well, it's all split up. You know, you're not driving for 6 hours, but you know, it's team of me, Caleb Collins, who's actually in this race running P number 5, and the and John Crane that runs on Tuesday nights in the truck. So we'll be in there racing and getting everything put together. So hopefully we can come out on top with a win and see exactly what happens here. As the 42 has now caught the 72 and the 19.
He he is flying. He's laying some blistering lap timers right now.
He's still running 111s, but I mean, the only two people that are running 111s are first and second place. Everybody else is 112, 114s, and 113s. So you can see the time difference here between the top two and third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Is Dave Lohr. We have not talked a lot about him, but Dave Lohr made his way up to P number 3. So this may be a
Career night.
this will be a career best for the number 17 to Dave Lohr, as it looks like he's starting to close the gap down a little bit on our second place in race reporter of Blake Howell.
Dave is doing an awesome job right now. He's got really fast speed. I'm impressed. He's like I said, he's having a career night, and he got loose through there too. Oh, give me a heart attack there for a
As
second.
we start talking about Dave Lohr, I'm thinking he's listening to the broadcast here as you mentioned it.
We
He
should
got a little bit.
talking. We should stop talking and not give him the broadcaster's curse right now, because
Well, I mean,
I would absolutely love to see Dave get a top 3 finish. That would just be the icing on cake. I'd love to talk to him about it after the race. And
well, Wes, honestly, if Dave Lohr were to finish 4th, I would bring Dave Lohr in for an interview.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, a career night for the number 17, as it looks like the 99 is in pit road.
He is hitting pit road. I wonder if it's
Scheduled pit
I'm
stop.
sure it's a scheduled pit stop. Maybe thinking if he pits an hour or a little bit early, maybe he can try and make up some time on that 42.
So he pit on lap number. So Blake Howell has went 15 laps consecutively. That moves Dave Lohr into second place. So I wonder, he's still got to pit 2 more times. He's going to be 5 laps short if he stays.
I would imagine.
I mean, I'm not sure. I haven't been able to practice with the next gens here tonight, but I'm thinking maybe he might be 5 laps short, as it looks like it was just tires and go.
He might have to pit one more time. I'm not sure on that.
As it stands right now,
I don't know. Oh, Dave got a little off course right there.
The
Nice
top
little-
4 are the last cars on the lead lap, as Jonathan Cogswell, Blake Howell, Keith Piest are all 1 lap down, but it looks like Bryce Kobler's still trying to reel in the number 17, but the 17 is saying, nah, man, this is my race. I want to be able to get a podium finish here and just back off my Cheerios, man, as Dave Lohr comes through, turn 7, a little bit loose there, but not going to be he actually pulled away from the number 25 going down the front stretch.
He is. I've been watching kind of a little bit, and he's been getting really, really good lunges coming off the corner compared to the 25. Kind of looks like he's going in a little bit easy and then just powering out of the corner. And whatever he's doing, he needs to keep it up because he's doing a whale of job. I'm really proud of that 17 right now. Just keep it up.
Well, I know I mentioned the
I
word.
don't mean to be biased or anything. It's just Dave is one of those guys that you just wish all the best for.
Well, I did mention this word last week, Wes, and you've never heard this in motorsports.
Oh, I have
But,
not.
but
I've been around racing
Dave,
for 30 some years. I've never heard this term
Dave
before.
Lure got a little bit spicy into turn one as he locked him up just a little bit, but it didn't really affect him. Like,
It didn't.
he is
He
throwing
is.
down some lap times as the 42 actually got around the 72 and 19 and the 99. So
Oh, it looks like Dave's coming in to pitch right now.
Dave Lure into pit road, and that'll be a scheduled pit stop for the number 7. Excuse me, 17. As we take a look here on the number 25 of Bryce Kobler,
Oh, is he?
the
I guess.
42 is actually in pit road as well. You saying Bryce Kobler's out of gas?
No, I was wondering. Nah, he's just very, very slow pit speed.
Well, I can attest. You don't really want a pit violation here
You
as
really don't.
yeah, that's something that you don't really want to see, as it looks like Bryce Kobler coming around the carousel here, not going to be able to get back to the leader, but that might open up the door for Dave Lure as he could possibly regain, excuse me, P number 2. It's allergy season over here, Wes, and looks like Bryce Kobler is going into pit road.
I am so glad that the allergies haven't hit me quite yet. Still have a touch of COVID and everything, a little bit of a cough, and maybe some stuff from the first time I had COVID. Kind of messed me up pretty bad. But allergies has not hit me quite yet. So
But
I
as we
am
look
going
here,
to.
the 17 is under fire from the number 42. The 17 is actually pulling away a little bit from the 42 as Brian McCann is the race leader. I wonder if he's just letting Dave just run his race. Doesn't want to pass Dave, but just letting Dave know, like, hey, I'm back here. If you make more mistakes, I will take that. As Dave Lure is getting ready to get around the number 25.
Oh,
Oh,
he
he
goes a little
overshoots
hot.
it just a little bit, but that's okay. It's all right as he lets the 42 by.
That's all right. I mean, that will put him a lap down, but I'm curious how all this is going to shake out and where Dave's going to end up. I think there's a couple more cars that still need a pit.
Yeah, so we'll actually bring that up here as I take a look. And we'll see exactly when
I will
Oh, Bryce
say that
Kobler has crashed. Gonna jump on board over here as Bryce Kobler goes through the bus stop. Hits it perfectly. Oh, got a little bit loose.
and they got a
Into the
caution.
wall. Into the wall. And right in front of our race leader, the number 42, and toes. Oh, man. That that was close for our
Whoa,
race leader of
that was
Brian
very
McCann.
close.
Going to jump on the live scene here. Our first caution flag of the night as Dave Lure goes one lap down, but is going to be the lucky dog
You will get the lucky dog.
as they're getting ready to catch the pace car here. Bryce Kobler running a fantastic race tonight and just got a little bit too spicy trying to leave the bus stop, and it came around and bit him in the butt.
You know who is excited about this caution? That
Dave Lure.
99 Blake Howell.
Blake Howell, yes, because now
He
he's
is going
right
to.
back with him. So as we're under caution, we're actually going to bring in our P2 driver here. Let's get him into the broadcast here. Blake Howell, this is Dylan and Wes in the booth. I know you're catching up to the pace car, but did you think that caution was going to come out?
That might have just saved me right there.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Um, I had a speeding penalty early on. I thought I just took myself out of that race.
That's where it was. Yep.
We thought
I
you had a little bit of damage and you were trying to get that repair out, but yeah, with that.
Yeah, I completely misjudged the pit road speed the first stop. This just saved my you know what there.
So, is your plan here to pit and get fuel for the rest of the race and tires, or are you going to stay out because you know that you're good on fuel to the end of the race?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not good on fuel to the rest of the race.
Oh, okay. So,
So
I was
I
wondering if you pitted a little bit earlier that you might have to stop at least one more time.
I
So
I will
you
need to
just
stop again.
just
But
answered my question.
so
yeah,
under
I'm gonna come
caution.
in
Yeah.
take fuel only.
Alrighty here. Well, hopefully none of your competitors are out here watching the stream as you just gave away your strategy here. But,
Yeah, I thought about that. Whatever.
well,
They're probably doing the same thing.
it is lap 35 out of 50. How many laps exactly can you go on one tank of fuel?
15 exactly.
15 exact. Okay, so you're right in the fuel window here. You're gonna have to make one more stop after this one, but hopefully you can get back out in front of Dave Lore, as Dave Lore did not get the wave around here, as Jonathan Cogswell will be the lucky dog. But hopefully, you did give the 42 a run for his money. Do you think you have anything to get back around him and pull away?
Absolutely. There was about a 5 or 6 lap stretch where I was gaining multiple tenths on him per lap, and I think I could repeat that.
Well, that's always good to hear. And Wes, do you have any questions for our in-race reporter? As last time you could not say anything to him.
Nope, go get him, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, you kind of answered all my questions right there, and I was really concerned about your fuel because you pitted pretty early, and I wasn't for sure if it was 15 or 20 laps that you guys could make on a little stretch right there, but you sure answered my questions.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and move you back up here, and hopefully we'll be talking to you after the race.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. That was our in-race reporter of Blake Howell, and not to plug Wendy's or anything, Wes, but I'm over here enjoying a delucadent strawberry frosty, and let me tell you, it is the bomb.com.
Well, you just made me a little jealous right there. I'm sucking down a bottle of water. No Bush Light, no adult beverages tonight. But yeah, you definitely just made me want some ice cream.
Oh, actually, something that I forgot to do here on the CRN broadcast. It's trivia time. CRN has a trivia going on the whole month of June, and the rules are simple. You must be subscribed to CRN, so like, share, comment, subscribe. Do what you got to do. Share it with your friends, your mom, your dad, your sister, your grandma, everybody in your family, your friends, whoever. And get into this membership drive, or subscription drive as we call it. You must be subscribed to CRN. You hold all your answers until the end of the month, as me, Carl, Jimmy will all have questions for you on every CRN broadcast throughout the whole week. And you'll also get uh there's the top 5 will get a customized sticker, as I got mine in the mail. Um a couple days ago, and it's the vintage sticker that says "sucks to suck," the core motto. And let me tell you, I'm gonna go put it on my car here soon. But the winner gets a T-shirt or a pint glass of their choice, whichever one they want, the T-shirt or the pint glass. But you'll email those answers to Carl, which the email is carl@coreracingleague.com, and he will go through, get the winner, get the top 5, and he'll email or he'll message you on Discord or email or whatever you have him on, and he'll get you your winnings. But that's just something that we were going to do here. And tonight's question will be, who won the Eldora Dirt Race last night in Vintage? If you haven't, it's on the web. Every answer you find will be on the website, and it's gonna be a doozy. As you'll catch me back in the booth on Tuesday night, as Wes, you'll be in the trucks going
Will
around
be
and
in the
around
trucks.
and around at Michigan next week. So
I will feel at my normal habitat in the oval. Um,
as we look here, I will let you guys know about the trivia again. I won't ask the question again, but I'll let you know on the rules as we get ready to end this 10-lap shootout out. And I don't know about you, Wes, but if I was Blake, I'd be riding around in fifth gear and saving my fuel.
oh yeah, I'd be saving like crazy right now.
But as we're
Um,
getting ready to come through turn number 6 into turn number 7, going to take the leap to Barney the flagman is he's awake. He's standing. He's got the green flag in his hand.
he is not
The
asleep. The
42
pellet was
is
on the
getting ready to
floor.
go, and they are green, green, green. And here they go down the front stretch as Brian McCann is going to lead them into turn number 1 as Blake Howell is still on his outside, not going to let the number 42 get away. As he said earlier, he's got something for the number 42 as they go single file here. Not sure if that's just a strategy part in his game or if he's just going to wait.
It's really hard to get a run off somebody coming off of turn 1 if they're on the bottom or if they're on the outside. Oh, he gets in the grass just a tad bit.
Yeah, that's something you don't want to do as we've seen. Oh, it looks like Dave Lohr looked like he was going to make a pass on the number 53. You know he's anxious to get up there in the third position again. Well, it'll actually be P number 4 as Caleb Collins has P number 3 locked up as these guys behind him are all one lap down. So he's not really battling for position as of right now. But up front, it is still Brian McCann over Blake Howell.
Oh, the 19 goes for a ride.
You mean the 72?
No, the 19.
The
The
19
19
gonna
drives
look
into the corner and gets into the back of the 72 and just keeps going straight.
gonna look and see if I can find it here.
Is in the S's.
Oh, okay, it was alive. I did not see it here. As we go back to the live scene, as Dave Lohr, what happened to Dave Lohr here? Dave Lohr went off track and got back on. Gonna go back here as he's making a pass on the number 53. Gets a
Oh,
little loose, spins it, barely hits the wall. Still, oh, he broke the tire right in
oh,
front of the 53. That is going to end the night of the number 17 as it looks like, no, the tire's fixed. Nope, it's flat.
yep.
He,
He's got sparks coming out of the right front or left front.
oh man, Dave Lohr.
That is a heartbreaker.
Running
Oh
so
man,
good,
that
but
stinks.
as we go back to the front, the 99 has now closed in on the 42. So now it's going to be a two-car battle till the end as Brian McCann and Blake Howell are battling out once again as they go into turn number 1. Brian going to take a defensive line, gets a good run out, but he can't seem to shake the number 99 of Blake Howell. Dave Lohr has officially made it back to pit road, so didn't have to tow, was able to drive it all the way back around the track, but oh man, that's such a bummer as Dave Lohr was running so good and he just made a simple mistake. And like you said earlier in the broadcast, it is kind of hard to save these cars.
It is.
Well, actually, I should know too, as I run with you on Monday nights in HTL, as we have some pretty sick looking paint schemes coming up for HTL next week, and I
Yes, we do.
I will be honest, I am really looking forward to having mine in your car out on track, as it looks like Blake Howell's going to try to send it to the inside on the 42, but not able to make the pass as he locked him up just a little bit.
He dove it in there.
He dove it in there and then thought better of
Yeah, pretty much.
it. That seems to be the way it should be, as Blake Howell is one of guys that I have ran with in backfire and over here, and knows patience when he sees it. And Wes, I don't know
Is
about you, but I think I might go to him next week or this coming Monday for advice on Kansas.
let's be honest here, Dylan. I about ran him down in backfire whenever we were racing together. I almost won that race.
Hey, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you, Wes. You're my best friend. I couldn't do that to you. I couldn't be a traitor. But I mean,
Oh no, if somebody was faster than me, I'd totally go to him.
yeah,
Like, hey, share him with me too, bud.
it's almost like coaching the kids. I'll teach you everything I know, but I'll have a few tricks up my sleeve that you don't want to know about, and it's all fun and games until the coach gets beat by the student.
Yeah, pretty much. I will say though, I'm really looking forward to Monday HTL and running that car, the Wendy Joe Memorial race. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I appreciate you sponsoring the race and letting me kind of honor my sister with your car too. And it's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be fun, as it looks like Blake Howell still on the tailwind of that number 42. Wonder if he's just riding behind him, making him into a mistake, as the 42 got
Oh,
into the
he
gas just
sends
a little
it.
bit. Blake sends it a little bit too hard, but not going to lose a lot of time there. Not sure if the 42 backed up his corner and a little bit too much, and that caught Blake off
That
guard.
that hurt Blake right there. He's lost a little bit of time, but he's pushing hard. He knows the laps are winding down, and he needs to. It's go time, man.
Well, Blake did say that he has to pit one more time. So let's
I
go
don't
ahead.
think he will. He pitted during that caution.
Well, during that caution, they were on lap number 35.
Said you can go
So
35
yeah,
laps or
or
15
15
laps.
laps.
So
Yeah, so he should be good here.
they should
But
be
do you
good
know
on
who did not pit under that caution? The
the
race
42.
leader. The race leader did not pit under that caution. So we're going to see exactly what happened, as the 53 actually crashed and jumped into pit road here. Going to take a look back here, see what exactly happened. A little bit of front end damage on that number 53, as he did the same thing that Bryce Colbert did, and just gets a little bit too spicy going through that bus stop, and he's got a flat tire as it looks right now on that 53 Napa Auto Parts Chevy. Back to the live scene here, as it's now a 4-car battle. You got Jonathan Cogswell and Caleb Collins in the mind of their own battling back there, and then you got the 2 leaders. So you can see that, a lot of this road courses are a testament of patience. And I know it. You don't like road courses, so you can't
I
really,
do not.
but
I've
for
done
me,
a lot of it this week, and I'm done with it. The
yeah.
19 is going to make a pass on the 72, but honestly, it's not for a position. The 19 is a lap down right now.
Well, I wonder, Dave
You
Lore's
still
actually,
want to pass every car you want to, though.
Dave Lore's actually not in Discord. I was going to bring in Dave Lore, but he's not in Discord.
He is not.
I really wanted to talk to the guy, get his take on, how he felt just before the wreck, and see if he's got anything from Michigan next week, as the next gen cars take on Michigan next week. That's going to be really fun. Oh,
Oh,
Blake
Blake
Howell.
just wrecked
Oh, Blake
coming off the corner.
Blake Howell. You hate to see it. Coming off of turn number 6 into turn number 7, the broadcaster curse lives
He
on.
is
He,
stuck. He
oh
has rear end
no,
damage.
he lost
He
his
is
rear end.
done.
That that's gonna give the win pretty much to the number 42 as nobody.
We do have a caution.
We have another caution here on the racetrack as now Caleb Collins can get back up to the race leader of uh, Brian McCann.
Wow, I was not expecting that. Holy smokes. That is a heartbreaker for the number 99 Blake Howell. You know, this new damage model is not what it was a couple weeks ago. He hit the rear end of that car pretty bad, and these cars are really bad about, in real life, really bad about having a low speed wreck and it just tearing the crap out of stuff. Granted, he kind of did hit it pretty hard, but he messed up the toe link on that right rear, and looks like he'll be done.
Yeah, that's man.
That's such a heartbreaker.
I think I'm gonna let Blake Howell not come in the booth.
Nah, might let him calm down just a little bit.
Yeah, because if I know myself, if I was an race reporter, as I was last night, I got the broadcaster's curse. As you know, it happened, but we all bounced back from it. As now it's a two-car battle for the win. As I believe Jonathan Cogswell will be the lucky dog here. Not sure if they're gonna let him get the lap back or not, but we're gonna see exactly what happens here. But as I'm looking at Carl's stream on Facebook in the 6 hour of Watkins Glen, they are currently P number 5 in the LMP2 6 hour event. So that's we started with 10 and now we're down to 3. So now with 3 guys out here, all 3, I hope maybe, somebody will let Jonathan get his lap back and make it a 3-way battle for the race win, but I think the only person that could really keep up with Brian McCann was Blake Howell, and he just got a little bit too spicy coming out of the corner and ended up hitting the pit road entrance wall.
There's that spicy word again. Spicy and racing. Oh my goodness.
All right, well,
Dylan, as excited as I am about this race, I will be at Knoxville, Iowa tomorrow night for the Camping World Truck Race. I went last year and it was an absolute blast, and we're going again this year. It's really looking forward to that and gonna be fun.
all right, Blake. I told Wes I wouldn't bring you up here until you calmed down. Not sure if you are calmed down, but first things first, I have to say I'm sorry. The broadcaster's curse is real, and kind of walk us through to what happened there. As you guys, it looked like you just got a little bit loose. Not sure if you downshifted and got loose or just misjudged the exit speed.
Uh, well, I'd pin it on just a complete lack of talent. Got out of the corner and it broke loose, and there was no saving it at that point. I was either gonna hit nose in first or what happened. It's unfortunate. I just don't know when to give up. That's my problem. I should have settled for second and taken the points, but had to push it a little bit too hard.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
everybody's gonna have that, throughout this whole season. But there, like, I have to ask. I think it was like a lap before, maybe even 2 laps before. It looked like Brian McCann actually broke a little bit earlier than you expected and ended up having you go a little bit off track. Is that exactly what happened, or did you just miss your braking zone?
I missed my breaking point.
Oh,
He did everything right, and I I had to lock up if I didn't want to clean both of us out.
Gotcha. Well, Wes, do you have anything for our in-race reporter tonight?
No, man, that's a heartbreaker. I was for sure you're gonna get up to him. You're really pushing the car to do it. It's just stuff happens when in racing. That's just how racing is, and you gotta just bounce back and go get him. Go get him at Michigan next week. I will say, I wasn't for sure if the 42 was gonna have to pit again or not because he didn't pit on during that caution period like you did.
He probably fine because he pitted one lap before the caution, and we went green with I think it was 13 to go, and he wouldn't have burned up enough fuel under caution. He's about probably 2 laps to the good.
I got you.
Well, there you have it. So now you know for sure the 42 can make it. And again, Blake, I do apologize. I'm pretty sure after tonight you probably don't want to ever be in the booth again unless you're up here with me for the whole race. So,
It's not a product of the booth. That's all me.
hey, I mean it comes and goes, I had it happen to me last night. So, uh we'll let you get back to it and we'll see you next week.
All right. Yeah, man.
All right, that was our in-race reporter of Blake Howells, and that is such a heartbreaker, man. He running super consistent and just
It was fast.
he was fast. He just ended up having a little bit of trouble there with the last corner, and like I said earlier, it's going to nip you in the butt as we have 5 people out on track now. The top 2 are the only 2 on the lead lap. Jonathan Cogswell is 1 lap down. Blake's going to be 3.
I'm really weird on how he didn't get his lap back, get a lucky dog, because he's literally the only car that was a lap down.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I can tell you this. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Blake can still finish P4. So
Yeah, I think he can.
it
He's still
still a
gonna get a
good
top
points
five
day
finish.
for Blake, but finishing the race would be even a better points day for him. But with this series not having any faster pairs, it's going to make you drive a different way. As a lot of the other core series, you have one faster pair. I believe you have a faster pair in the truck series, if I'm not mistaken.
You do.
So as we get ready to go into turn number 7, going to take it up to Barney the Flagman. He's still awake. Took a little bit of a nap, but then there were 5, and Brian McCann is on the loud pedal going. And he's by himself there, going across the start finish line, going down into P. Turn number 1. Caleb Collins, a road racer, is going to try to see if he can get up to the number 42 now.
Yeah, I think Caleb Collins is just kind of waiting and hoping that 42 makes the mistake and he can capitalize on it.
Yeah, that's going to be another big thing is watching your leader, seeing if he'll make a mistake and toss the win over to you, as that's happened to me. So the, never
It's
count
happened to
yourself.
everybody.
Yeah, never count yourself out. I mean, anything can happen. There's still 2 more laps to go in this race, and so far it's been Brian McCann showing his early dominance this whole time.
Yeah, it's definitely been the Brian McCann show. Um, this race has been all about nutrition. You, I'm really surprised there's been as many wrecks and many people wiped out as there has been.
As Brian McCann takes the white flag here going into turn number 1. Got a 1.7-second
Oh,
lead.
this 72 about looped it coming off turn 1.
Well, that's going to damper his chances of getting the win, but a good podium night for the number 17 as Blake Howell actually gets past and is now down to P number 5, as it looks like Brian McCann will actually outdo his brother tonight and get his first win on the year in the next gen cars at Watkins Glen. Now it comes down to what will happen with these back three as they're kind of battling a little bit here. Kind of spread out, but kind of not, as the 19 was feeling a little bit pressure from the 17, but they're they're not battling for position as of yet. So last lap, Brian McCann coming around to take the checkered flag here, gonna take the win as Barney is waving the checkered flag, and the race winner will be the 42 of Brian McCann. P number two
Get
will
his
be
first win of the season.
P number two will be Caleb Collins. Third will be Jonathan Cogswell. Fourth, Keith Pius. Fifth, Blake Howell. Sixth, Dave Lohr. Seventh, Bryce Kobler. Eighth, Aaron Smith. Ninth, Brendan Polt. And rounding out your 10 car field is the number 033 of Kevin McCann. So as we get to it, it looks like the 42 didn't even try to do any
Now he drifted around turn one and then hit the inside wall.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll make it a little bit easier here as no burnouts like Mark Gonzalez didn't do last weekend. So we'll go ahead and bring up the race results here for you guys and show you exactly how it looks here. Going to give you guys another rundown. Brian McCann bringing home his first win of the season. Caleb Collins with a strong P number 2. Jonathan Cogswell in third. Blake Howell, P number 4. Well, fifth. I believe it's fifth. That is the race results. Yes, sir. Okay. So, Keith Pius in fifth. Dave Lohr in sixth. Bryce Cobbler, P number 7. Aaron Smith in eighth. Brendan Polt in ninth. Kevin McCann running out your 10 car field. And I guess Wes, I'll bring in P number 3 here and let you take away with the third place finisher, as he is now in the broadcast booth.
Jonathan, uh, top three. That's got to feel pretty good. This race was all about survival, and you nailed it. You got top three. Kyle, what are your takeaways from this race?
Well, I got back to the podium again. That's great. Kind of backed myself into it. That caution kind of came out at a good time for me. Kind of helped me out.
Yeah, it sure did. Where you kind of, I'm a little, little. I was really thinking that you're going to get that lucky dog position. We're going to have a 3-horse race, but what happened on that where you didn't get the lucky dog?
It didn't give out lucky dogs to anyone, I don't think.
That is weird. um,
Oh, sorry
It was
there.
a lot of fun, a lot of great racing. I wish we had about 20 more cars out there so I could say I beat 20 cars instead of 8 or 9. But these are a great group of guys, and we need more people in here racing with us for sure.
You guys did put on a pretty good show for a small field like this. I guess I'll let you go. Do you have anybody that you want to thank?
Well, I'd like to thank Core for having me, and I've been having a blast, and I look forward to many more races.
All right. Well,
Well,
there's.
good job on your top 3, and we'll see you at Michigan next week.
Yeah, hopefully I'll talk to you again. That'd be great.
For sure.
This is always great here as we get ready to bring in our second place finisher of Caleb Collins. Let me go ahead and drag him to the booth. Caleb Collins, the man, the myth, the legend. This is not Bryce. Oh my goodness, I cannot English today. But this is Dylan.
Do you even know your name?
This is Dylan and
Who are you?
Wes. Sorry about that. This is Dylan and Wes in the booth. You got a copy, buddy.
Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know if it was interesting for y'all, but it was sure interesting for me. How's it going up there in the virtual Watkins Glen booth tonight?
Oh, it's
We
actually going
were-
pretty good. I'm kind of glad I'm up here in the booth, not down there on the track. It looked like you had some
That's
adversity.
for sure.
Yeah, you had some adversity there towards the beginning of the race and definitely at the end, is it looked like you did put down a qualifying lap, so you started virtually last and brought it home P number two. Uh, Walk us through your whole race. Were you just trying to be conservative, or were you just trying to get up to the
Yeah,
front?
pretty much. The qualifying deal was I couldn't manage to keep it on track during qualifying, so that's why I didn't get a qualifying lap.
I feel
And
it.
yeah, tortoise and the hare, tortoise was my strategy. I mean, look, I think I'm the only guy in the race tonight with a rookie road course license. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to be the hare. So I'm just going to try to finish in one piece, and who knows what'll happen. And I think that was maybe the only time I can remember where a strategy actually just perfectly fell into place. All the dominoes fell into place, and honestly, I don't like doing it that way. But how many times have you seen road courses come down to strategy like that? And I feel bad for Blake and everybody else that got knocked out of the way for one reason or another. But hey, strategy gets a second place finish tonight, and I'll take it. Sure, good points day.
Yeah, as you should be pretty proud of yourself. We've ran with each other over in the vintage series, especially last night, and now uh you're my teammate for the Watkins Glen race tomorrow. So
Yeah,
I'm going to be
don't,
looking
don't
forward to
feel
that.
good about that after this race.
Well, we'll be in a much more safer car as we tackle the 6 hour
Truth.
Watkins Glen race tomorrow in the Ferrari GT3. So, uh, that's it for questions for me. Wes, do you have anything for our second place finisher?
This was definitely a survival of the fittest race, and you nailed it. Um, I kudos to you for second place because you really held your own, and you maybe not wasn't the fastest car, but hey, slow and easy got me in top 10 and got you a top two. So I kudos to you, man.
Yeah, thanks.
On that last lap, were you just hoping, praying that he would make some sort of mistake and you could capitalize on and maybe steal a win from him?
So I'll tell you, and you guys know exactly how this goes. Like, you make a strategy and you're in your head, right? And you're like, that last caution, I'm like, okay, I'm going to stick to the strategy. I'm not going to race this guy. He's way faster than I am. I'm not even going to try, right? And then you get to that white flag and you can see him and you're like, well, maybe. And then I got loose off of turn one, and I was like, "Nope, nope. We're just gonna hope he wrecks or something, or settle for second." So,
That was a hell of
no,
a
I'm.
save, by the way.
Yeah, it shouldn't have had to be. It was just me being dumb. But no, it was a good race, man. I just not any. I've never come up with a finish like that trying to pull a strategy through a race like this. But hey, man, if it works, it works. I'm happy. I'll take it.
Well,
As you
actually,
should.
actually, I have one more question.
Okay, shoot. This is going to be a good one, right? I'm on the edge of
Yes,
my seat.
It
yes.
sounds like it.
Actually, what you should do, you've placed pretty well in the Vintage Cup. Maybe you should bring the Carl or Daryl car trip car over to the next gens.
I don't know if there is one for the next gens. That's a good idea. I think, actually, I think Josh, I just talked to him tonight on the Discord there. I think he's going to fix me up a good old Whataburger paint scheme. So we may be
Oh,
shifting from God's Chicken to Whataburger. But I tell you what, I did Donut Garage, which I'm sure a lot of y'all see on YouTube. They've got a few more followers than Core on YouTube, not many though. But good channel for gearheads like us. And I got me some Mo Power socks that I was wearing last night whenever I got that third place finish. So maybe that's a good luck charm. Maybe I just need to wear my bright yellow Mo Power socks. That's how you have to say it, of course.
Hey,
Mo
that's like your
Power.
golden horseshoe. Whatever works, man.
Yeah,
Hold on to it.
yeah. Maybe I'll just roll with that, and all of the races will go this well, right? And everybody will just wreck in front of me and run out of gas, and it'll be awesome.
Whatever works. Whatever works.
All
That's
right,
right.
well, Caleb, this is the time where if you have anybody you want to send a big thanks or shout out to, now's your time and the floor is yours, sir.
Well, I mean, first things first, got to thank the good Lord for giving me the means to have fun like this. Got to thank the missus for letting me come out here to the shop and hop on the sim and run off and hide away and for the sake of my own sanity. So thank her for letting me do that instead of tucking the kids in tonight. And man, thank you guys for. I mean, this series has been so much fun, and I know it's just a fun series for you admins and just a good time. But I know there's a lot more that goes into it, and I thank you guys for putting it on and doing broadcasts like this because I just love doing this stuff. Even whenever I feel like I run away with one that should have been somebody else's podium, this is a whole lot of fun. Even weird, off the wall strategy races like this. So thank you guys.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Well,
Yeah,
we're
for
gonna go
sure.
ahead and let you get back down here and go celebrate with the missus and go give your kids a hug and a kiss and let them know that you finished P number 2 in your race tonight.
That's right. I will go in their bedroom. I will wake them up and say, "Kids, behold, your father is amazing."
All right, buddy. Well, I'll catch you tomorrow morning as we get ready to tackle the 6 hours.
All right, let's do it. It's going to be a fun one.
All right, take care, buddy. All right, that was our second place finisher. Now, time to get to the actual big man himself, Brian McCann, pulling out the dub tonight, showing his brother what's up. Like, hey, if you can win, I can win too. But Brian, this is Dylan and Wes in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Hey, I do. How's it going?
All right, well, I took care of second place, so Wes, I'm gonna let you do the honors and take care of our first time winner here in the Core Cup Series.
Well, first of all, congrats on your first win in core.
Thank you.
How worried were you about Blake Howell being behind you on those last that last run?
Yeah, really worried. Blake, he was hanging with me there at the end, and Aaron was really fast. I was worried about Aaron too the whole race. Kevin, he didn't get any practice, unfortunately. He just joined the server right on qualifying, so he didn't know he had a lift going across that coming out of turn one there, unfortunately for him. But Kevin's real fast too, so that first lap was crazy.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, being on cold tires for a couple laps, it's just you gotta take everything really easy. I was really concerned that you weren't gonna make that you weren't going to have enough fuel to run out the rest of the race there. Were you saving any during that caution period?
The first two pit stops I didn't save, but I was having to save just one lap at the end, so I was going to be able to make it if it went green.
Heck yeah. Dylan, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, so you were talking about Aaron Smith there in the beginning, and he caught you super quick. Was it in your mind to ever just let him go and let him burn up his stuff, and you just follow back in line and just keep your distance just in case if something did happen?
Oh no, I wasn't letting him go. We were racing. Me and Aaron's we raced before, and we raced in another league, and we've had these cars on this track before, and he was out in the lead, and I was telling him the whole track. So we've battled on this track before, and I was glad to be able to run with him out here again. I didn't quite see what happened to him, but yeah, it was good to run while we were doing it.
Yeah, he actually ended up getting into the grass just a little bit and spun it out. But actually, it was pretty much a storm came rolling through, so his internet latency was not the greatest. But another thing I should point out was I think it was like lap 1 or 2. He got really loose going into turn number 6 and saved it, but almost took out the front two along with you and Blake. Did you think you had a little pucker moment there, or did you just let
Oh,
it go?
there were several pucker moments this whole race, because I was hitting Blake a few times going into one and then having to dodge to his outside. But yeah, that instant you was talking about there on that first lap, I come out of the long right hander. I don't know what number that is, and I just went across that curb and basically jumped it, and all four came off the ground, and I had to save it. That was an amazing save. And then we go down the track. Blake keeps his speed, but Aaron thought I was going to hit him, so Aaron checked up. So Blake has this huge run on him, and I guess hit him on the straightaway or something, got Aaron all messed up. And yeah, I thought Aaron was coming around. That was a amazing save on his part. And then, we just finally, I don't know how all four of us made it that first lap. To be
Yeah,
honest, that was crazy.
yeah, I will
It
point
was
it
a lot
out.
of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was. We were up here like, okay, there's a spin. Nope, he saved it. But yeah, that was a very good race to watch. And before me and Wes send you on out of here, does anybody want to give thanks and give a shout out to?
Yeah, my wife and family, everybody watching tonight, you guys for doing the broadcast, and the league admins who put this show on.
All right, well, there you have it from our race winner, Brian McCann, showing his brother what's up this week. As you heard from him saying that he could not make it in until qualifying, so his brother had no practice whatsoever. But now we take a break from our normal scheduled times of broadcasting as Core is on a off day on Saturday, as that's the only day that we don't race. But Sunday, we take the Pro 2 lights at Sonoma Rallycross, and then we take, I believe, I don't know what car, but I know it's Kansas Road Course. So we'll do a doubleheader on Sunday, and then the Indy cars are back on track on Monday night with Carl and Jimmy in the booth, and then Tuesday, Wednesday is me on Tuesday with Kevin Young in the booth as the trucks tackle the 2 mile track of Michigan International Speedway. The Xfinity cars on Wednesday tackle Michigan. Thursday, Core Vintage Cup Series goes to Kansas. West, I'm really looking forward to that race next week. And then
I'm doing
Friday,
2 races this week. I'm doing Michigan, and I'm going to do that Kansas race in the vintage cars.
we go to Michigan in the next gen car. So a lot of racing coming up here. The only days that we do not broadcast the race is the Premier Series, but you can catch us any other day other than Sunday and Saturday. But that don't forget the rules of the trivia giveaway here is you got to be subscribed to CRN. So like, share, comment, subscribe to CRN. Um, it's going to be all month long. Make sure you keep all your answers, then email them to Carl at coreracingleague.com. Top 5 will get a sticker. The winner will either get a t-shirt of his or her choice and a pint glass. All the answers all the questions you hear on every CRN broadcast will be on the website at coreracingleague.com. There down on the bottom, right underneath the track. And Carl will pick out the top 5 and pick out the winner, and he'll get with you on who won and who got the top 5. But this has been a pretty good race tonight. As now we do the sign off here. Was gonna give a little bit thanks to Carl and Jimmy for letting me and you join the CRN booth as broadcasters. And just remember, guys, you got to take care and brush your hair as now we get ready to take our day off and get back to racing next week.